What up, y'all? It's a special day inside the Dana Cortez Show. Shout out to my boy Sergio Brown. We got to kick this off right, because inside the Dana Cortez Show today, we got the Rolex wearing, the diamond ring wearing, kiss stealing, Willin' Dylan. He got them indicas that will have you, woo, limousine riding. He got the sativas that will have you, woo, jet flying. He's a son of a gun, and the Nature Boy is inside the Dana Cortez Show. So now, can I get 2 claps and a Ric Flair?
Woo! Ric Flair is in the building.
You might have to take him as your new intro man.
Yeah.
No, that was beautiful.
Shout out
By the
Sergio
way,
Brown. Shout out Ric Flair.
But the
That's
intro.
always good at Sergio.
Your name is bigger than wrestling, and I'm going to say that very comfortably because I didn't watch a lot of wrestling. I watched, but I know who you are before I know anyone else in the WWF, WWE. When did you decide I'm going to put this brand?
You were possibly informed by one of your girlfriends.
Yes.
When did you decide to put your name beside marijuana, weed? A lot of people are apprehensive to do it. A lot of big brands are scared of it.
Yeah, I was too for years, but it just took the right person to talk to him about it, explain it to me, and the edibles I had tried before, and I had obviously smoked when I was a kid, but I was never against smoking. It just I didn't smoke, cigarettes or anything, right? And the edibles actually helped me get off Xanax.
Oh, for your sleep at night, yeah.
Well, 50 years on the road.
Yeah, it's crazy, yeah.
Xanax is like one of those go-to things, or
and it's
Ambien.
very dangerous.
Could you travel some more? It's just not.
It's not healthy.
It's not healthy, yeah.
So the edibles got me off that, and so when I hooked up with Mike, me and Mike are pretty competitive guys. he puts me down, but I'm working on it.
Rick, let me tell you something. When I saw the video of you and Mike Tyson blazing it up, I was like, what? Because I don't smoke, but I'm a huge advocate for the legalization of marijuana because of what you just talked about. They can help our military, can help people that are hooked on painkillers. We got a problem here in this country.
I've got to give you the greatest example for me. I have a friend, Steve McMichael from the Bears.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
He's got ALS.
Uh-huh.
You know how they treat him? With liquid marijuana
Oh, wow.
and Xanax. Liquid Xanax. They give him 4 treatments a day. And without that, man, I can't even imagine the pain he's in. He's like, I try to go see him at least once a month.
Wow.
But, he's been out of the hospital with pneumonia. ALS is terrible. And when I realized, just thinking in a personal world, I had no idea that they treated, how do you make somebody comfortable like that? To move around and they keep them high, or keep them comfortable.
Keep
with
them.
a combination of
Well,
Xanax
it dulls the pain so that you can
I
live
guess,
and have your mental state at least somewhat.
Well, he has his mental state, but if you look at Steve McMichael, the Bear, 280 pounds, 600-pound bench presser now is 205. I have pictures. I'll show you.
This is something that we hear of a lot of professional athletes going through to the Xanax and the Ambien situation, and also professional wrestlers.
Getting off it, yeah.
Oxycodone, all the opiates too.
It's killing
I've never
people.
taken any of those, but I certainly have taken Xanax.
Where is the WWE now with their stance on cannabis and allowing their athletes to maybe use it for the medicinal purposes?
I'm not really, to be honest with you, I'm not current with what they're thinking about. They are so stringent drug testing because actually their program is more stringent than the NFL, NBA, baseball, anything. Just because for some reason everybody goes, WWE wrestlers are on everything in the world, right? Not anymore. And that's been in place since. I left in 2008. That's been in place since like 2002.
Okay.
And
they need to let marijuana slide. I'm sorry. There's not one case of marijuana overdose. It's never happened.
I think guys pay the fines. I don't know for a fact.
Okay.
But that's not their priority. Their priority would be steroids and
Gotcha.
painkillers and
So
the growth hormone and whatever.
Yeah.
But and that's what it's what every athlete
Because trust me, weed does not make you aggressive. I'm just.
No, not at all.
It's the opposite.
Wow.
Chills you
Mellow,
out.
chill. You might get a
Chills
little
me out.
Chills
something
me out
If I'm having a bad day, guess what I'm doing?
That's not it.
So back to the early days of wrestling. Can you tell us a little bit about that? How did you get in? Like, how did this all come about? How did you become Ric Flair, the Nature Boy Ric Flair?
I was playing. I went to Minnesota on a scholarship. Actually, I was called I am what is called a non-predictor, where I had to predict a certain grade point average to get my scholarship.
Oh, okay.
When I was there, you couldn't play as a freshman.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
So I played freshman football, right? We're like tackling dummies, basically, in the varsity. And then, of course, I joined a fraternity. I didn't predict. So I had to go to summer school. I probably would have started it next year. But I was one day in summer school in Minnesota when the weather can be beautiful in the summer, and I went, I may come one more day, but I'm not feeling 6 weeks of this. And so I just got in my car and drove to Chicago. And back then,
Wow.
my parents, there was no cell phones back then, right?
No.
You just took off like that?
I told my parents I was living at the university. I was in Chicago.
I had no idea.
So you got your wrestling start in Chicago.
And neither did the girl I was dating.
Speaking of women,
I came back and she was dating a pharmacist. I said, what the hell is that shit?
she didn't know.
How do
She
you go
didn't know
from
you
the
were going to be
nature
a
boy to
pharmacist later on in life. Now you're the pharmacist. Speaking of women, you had some questions about
Yeah,
that.
well, so I mean, I've been watching you.
Feel free to ask me.
Yeah,
Well, because you came in right away. He's asking me
I know.
to
The
marry
first
you.
thing I said to my wife when we knew Ric Flair was coming, I said, "Please don't let him seduce you, okay?"
No, I just had to look at her. She's beautiful. I didn't realize she was the host of the show, number one. I would have been here 15 minutes earlier.
You know what's interesting is I'm the only Mexican-American woman in the country with a syndicated radio show.
That's awesome.
And thank you very much.
And a
you
big
know.
diamond ring on your left
Now,
hand.
you saw that, didn't you?
I
You
noticed
saw that,
right
didn't
away.
you?
I pick up on it. That's the first thing you look
Yeah,
for.
automatically wanted to make sure everybody knows I'm married.
If you're trying to get somewhere, first thing you look at what the competition is.
Is that the first thing you look at when you see an attractive woman, Rick, and see if she has a ring or not?
Yeah, before I even waste any time.
Like you care about a ring, though. Like you care.
Huh?
Like you care. Have you ever dated a woman who is married?
Oh.
That's what I
How
thought.
many or have I?
He's Ric Flair, Dana.
Wow.
How many women do you think you've been
not
with?
Not every woman acknowledges that as being real, especially when they're out of town. you guys are no better than we are.
Yes, we are.
I don't believe that.
No, you don't think.
Absolutely, I can vouch for about probably 3,000 of you that.
Okay.
Oh, my God.
3,000.
It's not even what stays in Vegas. It's what stays in Tampa, Albuquerque, Chicago,
He said
New
Buque.
York,
Chicago,
LA.
New York. Oh, my
what
God.
stays in these towns.
Ladies.
Absolutely.
Oh, my
Are
God.
these
Oh,
slut
we-
activities? What are we talking about
Nate,
here?
We get all the heat. You guys are expensive. You guys are scientists, too.
Automatic just asked you, how many women do you think you've been with?
Too many.
Too many.
More
Do you think
than
over more than 10,000?
No.
Okay.
no more. Okay.
I'm in that ballpark.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
That's busy though. That means
But you guys have to remember nobody understands. In the old days, we wrestled every day for 20 years, twice on Saturday, twice on Sunday, a different town, and it was like
just love them and leave them.
It was like walking into the grocery store. And going,
I'll take that.
I'll have an apple today. I'll have an orange tomorrow. I may have 2 apples today and 2 oranges tomorrow.
And a banana while we're at it.
And across the country, women cannot resist that Ric Flair drip.
We used to be rock stars. It's unbelievable. Now it's a guy's soap opera.
Yeah.
We'd walk into a hotel and it was like, okay.
Do you miss the WWE? Do you miss that excitement, Rick?
Yes, I do.
Really?
But it doesn't exist like it did anymore.
I think you're right about the soap opera.
Well, it's social media. It's just
That level of fame doesn't exist.
well, it does. But I mean, the guys are just have to be so very, very careful. You can be scrutinized for anything. I mean, it's amazing, and you can be, and I'm saying this with all due respect to you and every woman that's listening to this. A woman can say something, whether even came close to happening or didn't happen, you're in trouble.
Well, I think if anyone does that and it's untrue, it really does belittle any woman who's actually been through it, or it's a dangerous thing, because when it does really happen, you want people to believe you. And if there are any women or anyone out there who would make something up to just harm a person, it's very detrimental to anyone who's telling the truth.
I'm sure men do
it's
it
dangerous.
too.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
I'm sure
to do
men
that.
have done it too, but it's that rap that we get. I mean, God, I just
I don't like I like to be able to talk comfortably. I don't like people to hold back. I
Yeah.
think that being politically correct is it's scary, because what does that even mean? What I find offensive or what somebody else finds offensive, it's a dangerous rope that we're walking there.
especially for a man that has any notoriety.
Yeah.
But whether you're 35 or 73, you just have to,
Be really careful.
we just have to be very trusting.
Well, if it's two people consensually doing their thing, what's the problem? There's
because
a
the
problem.
next day she might wake up and say, "Oh, well, that wasn't consensual." And
Wow. Did you ever have that happen?
no, I've never experienced myself, but I certainly have been through people accusing me of things that I don't even know,
Or what
or
the
just
hell?
around them. I mean, it's the way of the world. I'm certainly not the only person, but I mean,
That's why you shouldn't be doing them heavy drugs. You should be smoking weed.
and
You remember everything.
I'll tell you what else is sad is that the media today wants to look for something bad. Nobody wants to talk about good things anymore.
No.
They always want. I mean,
They want the clickbait.
Well, I don't know if it's a clickbait. They just want to find dirt on everybody.
Every single
They're
person.
going back in people's lives 30 years. Come on.
And that's really difficult to discuss. I'm glad. I mean, we could do this all day.
Yeah, right.
But that's a problem. I agree with you 100%. We want the train wreck constantly in media, and it's so
But you're
wrong.
not
It's
like
so
I wasn't
wrong.
referring to you. I'm talking about like CNN or network or
Yeah.
Fox
or
News,
these-
and it's always the
these
world's falling
broadcasters.
apart
I
at
mean,
all times.
If I got to hear one more thing about Deshaun Watson, I'm going to vomit.
Okay.
Okay. It's whatever he did, he's guilty, whether he owned up to it or not. If that happened, then he's got worse problems than me.
The Ric Flair drip cannabis line. Of course, you guys got flowers,
Yes.
you got the cards, you got the woo chewies, the edibles. But I also heard now down the product line, are we looking at some possible erectile dysfunction
Yes,
pills
that's
too?
where I fit in.
The EDs.
May he ride on forever. That's going to be the pill I'm going to kill him on.
Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you watch Fox News and CNN, all you see are those limp dick commercials all the time.
I know.
You're going to sell out.
I know. I already work for a company called Mount Everest.
And now you're just gonna have your own line, or is it gonna?
Well, I don't know, but I mean, I've been very vocal about saying I work for Chad Bronstein. Right,
Yeah, shout out to him.
Who is not only one of the most fabulous human beings I've ever met in my life. To be as young and successful as he is, and he's a no bullshit guy, and that's hard to find in life.
I love
Trust
that.
me, at my age, Chad Bronstein, what comes out of his mouth, he will back up immediately. He is the greatest guy I've ever met. I mean, I wish I'd met him 20 years ago. I would own this radio station.
He's of course the one who brought you.
And you would be thinking about crossing the border.
Why you gotta do me like that, Rick? If it was a Ric
Flair,
Flair.
make some noise.
How many years married?
15.
Oh, yeah, well, not much. But better than them 20 years ago.
Everybody make noise. Ric Flair in the building.
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm just saying, he's got a great guy, and when he ran that by me, I said, "Baby, I am the flagship."
Thank you, sir, for your time. It is an honor, Ric
Thank
Flair,
you.
to have you in here. The Nature
you.
Boy. I can't tell you how proud I am to have you in the studio,
Thank you. Very
and how
lovely.
excited I am for you talking about
Ric Flair,
marijuana.
drip, go.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Go. Woo! Let's do it. Talking about marijuana in a positive way too. Marijuana has never killed one person. There's no history of any overdoses, and we got to get more natural with the Nature Boy.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
Thanks, guys.